Good morning to all my viewers. This is a survey process we are doing right now at Ikpe community in Ikpo local government area. Ikpe is down Opasapomba Road, just after the bypass. That is after Idogbo. So, and it's off Benin Abraka Road. That is Ikpe community here in Edo State. The survey we are doing this morning is on this large plot of land. The measurements are 150 by 150. Then we also have 91 feet, and we also have about 100 feet on this side. So though it's not a square land, but we are still taping. The taping process is still on. So we are trying to get the actual size and measurement of this landed property here in order for it to be properly surveyed and lodged with the survey department in the Ministry of Lands and Survey here in Edo State. So my client that owns this land intends to have his CFO on the land after the survey is done. So we have come here this morning and ensure that the survey is properly done. Then we proceed to lodge the survey before we can go ahead with the CFO on this landed property here at Ikpe community in Upper Sokomba Road, Benin City. So we have successfully taped the land. The measurement has all been gotten. So we now have the size, the accurate size of the land, and we are now going to prepare the beacons and have it planted on this land and to secure it for our client. So this is Ikpe community, Benin Abraka Road, down Opasapomba in Benin City. Okay, right now the beacons are being prepared for this survey. We are going to use 6 beacons on this landed property. As you can see, the numbers are being printed on the beacon. So each of them with the beacon number to be planted on the land. And meanwhile, the coordinates of this land has been taken with the use of a GPS to digitally ensure that the land is surveyed, which can be easily traced by any surveyor. So by the time the land is surveyed, and if the beacons are removed by other people or other parties, and maybe the beacons are now missing, they can't be found. So with the use of the coordinates which we have taken on this land, the surveyor or any surveyor can easily trace this land and tell the exact spot of this landed property. So that is why survey these days, they are very, very good, because technology has been introduced into survey. So with the use of all these equipments, then lands can be easily identified. So we are still preparing the beacons. Shortly they all will be ready and they will be planted on this landed property. Osaze Ekunwe is my name. Here at Ikpe community, we are surveying this landed property. Okay. Now we've started preparing these beacons, and they are now ready. So we have also commenced planting of the various beacons. As you can see, one has been planted here. This is the first beacon. It has been planted, and the second one has just been planted at this other end of the land. So the second one is right here. Okay, we have planted the second one at this end. Now this land is not our usual square land, so we are using 6 beacons on this land. Then we're going to have it at the various spots of the land where the boundaries needs to be established. So right here, another beacon will be planted. So this is the third one we are planting at this other end. This is the third beacon with the beacon numbers printed on the beacon. Then we still have about 3 to plant on this landed property. Now the fourth one is coming here. As you can see, fourth beacon is going to be planted at this end. So we have 6 specific spots where these beacons are being planted right now. So the land, like I said, is not a square land. So we are going to be having it at all these spots to establish boundaries between the neighboring land. Okay. So the fifth beacon is coming right here to also establish boundaries between these neighboring properties. It's too deep. It's too deep. Okay. So this is the fifth beacon, the fifth one. All right. So it's planted here. Then we have one left. That will be at the front. So the 6 beacons have been planted on the land. To be planted to ensure that all the boundaries are established, so that the land will not be trespassed on or encroached upon. So this is the fifth one rather. So we are going for the 6th beacon.